Brody Boehm, senior, Shelbyville High School, class of 2024. I started playing football in 4th grade. Started with all my buddies, and we started playing all the way up till now, JFL 4th grade.
So, what is it that you enjoy so much about football?
I enjoy getting to play with my buddies all day, every day. It's just something that I've enjoyed all the way up till now. So, getting to play with my friends and just learning about the sport has just been awesome to me.
What was JFL like?
JFL is a lot different than it is right now. I was a lineman 4th through 6th grade. I had to play right guard, right tackle, all the lineman positions. And 7th grade, I got to bump up to a receiver and backup quarterback. And 8th grade year, I finally got to step up into the quarterback position since I was, there was no weight class. My coach growing up was Chris Beals. He is our freshman coach now. He's the one that told me that I could be a quarterback, the one that brought me into the position. And we have one of my good buddies' dads, Jared Phelps. He was my lineman coach growing up too, so they've both been a big role in who I've become.
Going from the JFL area to the varsity level of high school football, what was that like for you?
The transition was a lot different than I thought it'd be. So I was JFL, or 8th grade, going into my freshman year. I didn't plan on playing football. I just didn't find the love for the game. So after the coaches talked me into it and I realized that I enjoyed playing with my buddies and all my friends, I thought I'd take it on and see what it was like. And just that transition was a lot different than I thought it'd be. High school football is a lot better than JFL. I find it more fun. I'm around 6'3.5", and I weigh around 195 pounds.
So, Brody, as a sophomore, you played wide receiver position. What was so enjoyment about that position?
It was a learning position for me. I knew next year that I was going to step in as the quarterback, so that's what my main focus was. But getting to learn the routes and running the routes and reading defenses is just what helped me out.
So, speaking of the quarterback position, you transferred from wide receiver sophomore year to junior year quarterback, and you're a senior now, of course, at the quarterback position. What was the transition like for you, and did you pick up on it pretty easily?
The transition was actually pretty easy for me. So I transferred in as a quarterback as my junior year, which I knew I was going to do. So I think playing that receiver position helped me be able to read defenses more and honestly just helped me know what my guys are going to be able to do and run routes and what they are going to run. So I think that transition helped me, and I think I took it pretty well.
So why do you think the quarterback position is so important?
The quarterback position is really important because it is the leader on the field. They're the guy that has to know everything, know the whole offense, the reads. They got to be the captain. They got to be able to step up and talk to the guys when things aren't right, or just be that guy that's always there for the team.
What would be some of the disadvantages and the advantages at the quarterback position?
Some of the disadvantages that I would say at the quarterback position is you are taking on everything. So if anything goes wrong, you need to take it on and be that guy that's taking the blame because you don't want to put that on your own teammates. And some of the advantages are that if you complete a pass or you have a good run, then that's good for you. That's what you want.
What makes you so unique?
What makes me unique is that I personally, the quarterback position, I like to run the ball first. I'm not much of a pass guy. I wasn't really taught how to throw footballs during 8th grade and freshman year. I wasn't really good at it, so I can run the ball better than I can throw a football.
Brody, you have rushed for 468 yards this year, but also passing 636. You've done that combined for over 1,000 yards. When you hear those numbers, what sticks out to you the most?
What sticks out to me the most is our offensive line and our guys that can run the routes. So when we run the ball, I guess we run with the running back sometimes, but I run the ball more for our offense than we do with the running back. And we have Jack Yokish out wide, which he's catching at least 4 passes a game. He's one of our big guys out there. And our O-line, we returned everybody, so it's just nice having those guys be able to give me so much time in the pocket and give me a big enough hole to run through.
So how much do you feel like you have improved since your freshman year?
I feel like I've improved quite a bit, especially on my pass game. So 8th grade and freshman year, I was not able to like really throw a spiral in a football or be able to complete many passes. So working up to now, I've been to a couple camps. I realized that I am able to throw the ball, and I think just knowing that, I think it's helped me improve my game a lot.
Set go! Set go! Set go! Set go!
What do you credit your athleticism to?
I can credit to my dad, but he really didn't do much sports in high school besides running cross country. So I don't know where I've got it from.
So for people who may not know, you do have a twin brother in Brady. What position does he play, and what's it like to have a twin brother as a teammate?
He plays the tight end position and the fullback position, and he's a linebacker on defense. Having a twin brother is awesome. He's just he's that guy there that's always had my back. He's the biggest supporter around on the football team. He's always energetic and keeps the guys moving. So it's just nice having him around.
You're 6'3.5", and your brother Brady's 6'4". So if you get your athleticism not from your dad, then where do you get your height from?
So my dad's dad, he's 6'4", and my mom's dad, he was around 6'4", 6'5". And my dad's brother, he's 6'2", maybe. So I think both families credit to that.
How do you feel like at the quarterback position when you play such good competition that helps you not just as a player but as a person in general?
I think it helps me that I just need to know that I need to step up and be my best and try and perform at a higher level than I usually do. Just try and compete more and help the guys, get them motivated to play better.
What is your workout routine?
So personally, since we're in school right now and in season, I don't work out outside of school. So during PE, we do bench, squat, clean, Monday through Thursday. And I just work out here and I do core, bench, squat, clean, and we do auxiliaries on the side. And through the summer, we do speed training, and we will lift all through the summer, every morning and every evening. My favorite game that I've played in was last year against Tuscola. So going into that game, we were the underdogs, expected to lose, and we go in there and we beat them 40-6, and just having the crew that we had last year was just a lot of fun that year. The wildest game I've ever played in was honestly last year too, against I guess our only playoff game against Belleville-Altoff. We were down 31-8 at the half, and we ended up coming back and losing 34-31. So that was just a crazy game to play in.
Favorite places to play besides Shelbyville?
My favorite place to play is at Tuscola. The energy is always good, and it's always competitive, so that's one of my favorites. And probably my second favorite is A&M. It's always been, I guess everybody knows everybody, so playing them, it's still really competitive, and it's just fun to play against people that we know.
Top names to go up against and why?
St. T always, because they're just always good at football. So the Denham Cook, he's been one of the best I've seen come out of there. He hit me real hard in one of the games one time, so he's just really hard to take down, and he's just too big.
Top teams to go up against.
Top teams to go up against are St. T and Tescola for sure. They're always competitors, and they're always tough opponents.
So what's it been like playing for Coach Duckett?
Coach Duckett's been a great coach for me, honestly. He's helped me personally as a quarterback. He's worked with me, taught me how to read the defenses, and showed me that I can actually run the ball, that I will run the ball a lot instead of throw the ball. That's what he's just helped me learn a lot of stuff through the years.
Start on that side, though. You want to start on that side. Backside post.
Coach, what's it been like coaching Brody?
No, it's been great. We've been very blessed here over the last 7 or 8 years with our quarterbacks. We've had some great quarterbacks, and he's just another one in that long line of big, strong kids that kind of a dual threat. I think having a dual threat quarterback that can run and throw is of vital importance in high school. It gives you another element, and he's definitely one of those guys.
What's been the biggest improvement in his game?
Reading defense has been a big thing. Anytime you're playing quarterback from a younger age, as sophomore and then junior year into senior year, being able to read a defense, understand some of those passing concepts and where to go against different defenses, zone, man, etc. Is really beneficial, and he's grown through the years in that way. He's always been a good runner, a hard runner, a great leader, but those concepts and passing game concepts definitely are a big part of that.
So you've coached him for a few years now. What type of relationship have you grown with him? But also, what have you learned from a person he is to a coach you've done for him?
He is the best leader that I've probably ever had. He is a great leader on and off the field, just a great person, but a hard worker. He works hard in the weight room, in the classroom, outside of school, at his jobs, whatever it may be, just an unbelievable worker, and it carries over onto the field, and the kids believe in him. All of his teammates believe that, we need a first down, we need a touchdown. He's going to get it.
So the transitioning from Brody at a wide receiver position in sophomore year, and then he transitions to the quarterback position. How do you feel like he transitioned from that position to the other? Because it's really hard to just go from one spot to the other.
Yeah, that's been something we've actually done in the past. Max Byers, who was our quarterback prior to Brody, played receiver when Kentrell Beck was here at quarterback, and then his junior year jumped in at quarterback, exact same kind of timeline that Brody did. And I think that's really helpful because they see from a receiver standpoint, how to get open, how to run the routes. They're helping to understand the defense from that perspective. So when they're going in at quarterback, it's going to give them a little bit of a heads up. They understand the game from that side or that position, and it's really been beneficial to us. Those two have been, from Max and now Brody playing receiver to quarterback, being top level receivers and to top level quarterbacks. So I think that's been a huge benefit for us, and something I would encourage some of our young guys to do. I think we're going to have that as well, with some of our younger quarterbacks that will end up playing receiver and then grow into that quarterback position.
What is going to be that number one thing you're going to miss not seeing him next year?
The leadership on the field. He has a drive, just a fire to win. And it's not just win, but win on every play. Every single play, he wants to be the best and succeed, and he gives his 100% effort all the time. There's no plays taken off. And when you have a leader at quarterback that does that, every other person on the team sees it, and it makes them give a little bit more effort as well.
What's it been like playing under Turner Pullen's shoes, the fact that he's been able to work with you from a former standpoint, from a player?
So I knew he was coming back this year to help work out with the team, so I felt a little pressure knowing that he was coming back and how well he did here at Shelbyville. So I felt that pressure, but getting to work with him, knowing that he's here for me and helping our team out to make us better, it's just been nice. The best advice he's given me is to always trust my guys and always trust your footwork.
Down. Ready. Set, go.
Turner, you were here years ago as a quarterback, and now you're working with Brody. What's the transition been like from you as a former player now helping him out and giving him the reins for the quarterback position?
He's doing a great job. He's a heck of a leader, heck of a competitor. He does a lot for this team on both sides of the ball. We're very lucky to have him. You know, going into the season, it was more of just working on the little things. You know, he had already been a starter last year. Pretty sure the year before that as well. But mainly just the footwork, going over reads, different things like that. But he's doing a great job.
But what type of a bond do you two have?
We've gotten a lot closer, you know, this summer, this fall, and then leading up to this season. I was lucky enough, you know, him and his family came down for a game down in McKendree last season, which was pretty awesome to see, you know, Coach Duckett, their family, and Coach Hilbert as well. But no, we've gotten extremely close, you know, this summer. Like I said, working on the footwork, working on the little things mainly, but it's been a lot of fun.
So Brody was a wide receiver his sophomore year. Going later into the years, junior and senior, he transitioned to the quarterback position. And realizing that as a quarterback, from the experience you've had, how important is that for you?
That's very important, and that's one of the positions that is probably a good thing to play if you're going to then transition to be a quarterback. You know, as a receiver, you're running the routes, you got to be in specific places for the quarterback. So that kind of meshes well, you know, going from playing receiver to quarterback or vice versa. So it's very good for him. You know, he knows where to go with the ball now. He understands what those receivers are doing, so it definitely helps us out.
What will you miss the most? Not kind of coaching him and showing him the reins next year.
I'm gonna miss all of it, to be honest with you. I'm gonna miss this entire senior class as a whole, especially Brady, especially Brody, especially all those seniors. Man, it's been fun. Like I said, they're doing a great job. They're not done yet. Hopefully, make a playoff run this season.
What do you feel like his ceiling is capable of?
His ceiling is capable of a lot. You know, that's leading this team to a playoff run. You know, hopefully making it all the way state championship game. But as an individual, definitely playing college ball. You know, I would do whatever I need to do to help him out with that. But yeah, excited to see what this team does.
Turner's working with Brody now. How much important is that from a learning experience from Turner's perspective now giving back to Brody?
Yeah, it's great having a guy like Turner come back and just be around the program. All these kids, you know, grew up knowing him and the success he had, and then also the fact that he's been living it in the last few years. He's actually been doing it, and they've seen that. And you've got a guy of his talent level coming back that can feed into a kid and just and see the ins and outs and tell him what he's seeing on the field, and that's been just a huge improvement, I think. Not just for Brody, but for the whole team. You know, and for us as coaches, he's given me a lot of information that he sees out there and improved the game overall.
Some of the funniest moments I've had is in the locker room before games with all the guys. I guess we always have the music blaring, and we always have Bryce or Brody Hancock. They're always dancing around doing something goofy.
Gaining the experience from playing the wide receiver position to now quarterback, and you faced a lot of adversity with that. The obstacles that you faced along the way, how much do you feel like that'll help you in the real world?
I feel like it'll make me more of a leader and help others, I guess, just help them stay motivated and keep everybody in line so they know what they're doing, when they're doing it, and how to do it.
You guys are currently now 5-0. You played Meridian this week, then you play Central A&M next week, getting into week 7, week 8, week 9. What is the ceiling for this team as you get into the playoff role?
I feel like the ceiling's limitless. We had a first-round exit last year, and I think that has motivated all of us, and knowing that we can be at the top if we want to. I think we've just built bonds and friendships. I think it's a family. So all of us, we're all hanging out. We always goof around at practice. It's been fun, and we're all family together.
What has the support been like from your family?
The support has been awesome. Especially my mom, she has been my biggest supporter. She has done so much for the team and so much for me. She's always at every game. I guess so is my dad. They're always there. They're always at the fence right when I leave. They're always making signs and shouting. I can hear them all the way on the field. It's just great having such a supportive family.
Who has had the biggest impact on your life?
The biggest impact on my life has been my mom and my great grandma. So my mom has just always been there. She's been at every game. She's been great all around. My great grandma, she passed away last year, so her not being here this year is a little hard, but knowing that she's still around and being, I guess, supporting me is just still great for me.
What's it like being a role model for so many young kids?
I like being a role model. I know back when I was a younger kid, JFL, I looked up to Turner. Turner was my role model, so I know there's younger kids down there that's looking up to me right now, so I just have to go out and show them that they could be anything they want to be.
What type of an impact do you feel like you've had on the Shelbyville community?
I feel like I've had a strong impact on them. I feel like I've helped people gain confidence in Shelbyville football. I feel like leadership is always, I guess I've helped people gain leadership.
So what are your current thoughts on college football?
So before last year, I never really thought about playing college football. It just wasn't really on my mind. Nobody's reached out to me. Until this year, I've had a couple Division II schools reach out. So college has been on my mind, and it's something that I need to keep thinking about, and maybe there is a future in college football.
Do you feel like you have what it takes to play at the college level?
I feel like I do have what it takes to play at the college level, but it is going to take a lot of work to get to where I want to be at the collegiate level.
If you wouldn't have played football, what would you have done instead?
Honestly, I love to golf, so I'd probably be on the golf team if football was not an option for me.
So what would be something about you not a lot of people know?
Not many people know that I can juggle quite a bit of things.
What would you like to tell the community of Shelbyville for everything they've done for you, but also for your family?
I would like to thank them. They've been great supporters, been around through everything. I think they've impacted a lot of people, and especially me, so having everybody around at every game has just been nice for me.
Brody Boehm, class of 2024 here at Shelbyville High School, football standout. Brody, thank you for taking the time for me. I really appreciate it. Good luck to the rest of the season, and we'll see how this future plays out for you.
Thank you for supporting me and sticking along with Shelbyville football.